In a world filled with paws, there's a tower 1488 feet high off the ground. Two unlikely allies will meet and produce the dankest podcast known to man. Starring DeMarcus Leibowitz, a cast-out black Jew bent on revenge, power, and menthol cigarettes.
You know what, Ken? I find these racist insinuations to be problematic, and quite frankly, I'm sick of it.
And Ken, the man in the great white hat, who wasn't clever enough to come up with an origin story.
I needn't worry about that, DeMarcus. I mustn't take abuse from an eggkike. Tell me, which will you loose first? Your shekels or your cigarettes?
Throughout history, man has grappled with vast complexities in life. Without a single unified voice, whites are left searching for answers to the unknown. Now, two men with the grit and willpower to drag the race to glory whether it likes it or not, now comes from the nation of Fascistan, Intersectional, alt-right.
When last summer, thousands of dedicated men and women of the alt-right fighters marched through the polling station to install Trump as our standard bearer, expressed to me optimism that our time had come. Tears in their eyes, voices afloat with optimistic hope seldom felt in this slow grind into colored mediocrity. Faithful followers, countless anxious eyes all over this country gazed upon the development which is yet unknown and unpredictable. It united, as somewhere yet still today, priests of content and verbal athleticists, national socialists, and reactionary forces around a common goal: to demolish the propriety and suitors of a market that treated us like cogs to be greased, removed, and cast aside in favor of a brave new world. We have all found in each other, in the long struggle of our nationalism, a struggle of leadership, one that would tilt against a world of internal and external opposition and defend our interests against the cahoots of Jewry. The politicization of our bishops and various leaders within factions was unavoidable. But one thing remains unforgotten. We are counting on a miracle in the 12th hour to save our nation. To no end is the faith that this miracle will occur and is inevitable. Some of you are still young fighters. You're voting for the first time. And at 18 years old, we need you to be that miracle. To the old fighters, regardless of what may come, we keep the faith and the flame lit. You should never assume victory, but you shouldn't lose heart either. We've never been this close before. Years of struggling for us old men are coming to fruition, and faster than we expected. To those young fighters assembled, listening, engaging, and hopeful, know that you are the generation that will keep this race afloat. The rescue of this country began in the far reaches of the internet in its infancy, and Trump continues this rescue in another part of the world. Whether he wins or loses, we will witness a third and final rescue, and it may not center around a leader. The same brave drama of triumph will continue, as will my affection for you forevermore. You cannot unring a bell.
The stars in the night, I'll find you. that you employ to fill your whole soul again. You seek a God to stand above you, wrapping healing arms around you. You'll find another God of pain, a God of suffering and tears. Give yourself unto your God, sacrifice yourself again. Burn your thoughts, raise your will to gods of suffering and tears. Die hallowed fondness around your hands. Kneel before this seat of shame. To gods as lost, gods as blind, gods of suffering and pain.
Yeah, son. It's the Marcus Leibowitz. And you're listening to Intersectional Alt-Right, where we call out POC beneficiaries of systemic, structural, and institutionalized disadvantages that target and oppress people of whiteness and their vibrant, homogenous communities. And today with me, as always, is the mustached man in the great white hat, my dear friend, and the executive producer of the podcast, Ken. Say hello, Ken.
Good afternoon, everyone.